I am a lazy person, and I think it's very rare to actually find creators on the gallery because the gallery isn't really built for finding creators, it's built for finding individual items. But I really wanted to show you some creators that I follow that I genuinely think you'd like. First up is AlexiaVR. She's predominantly a cast creator. That's right, the gallery is loading very slowly as per. This video, honestly, it's going to take about 2 hours to make. So the reason why I like the Sims in her cast is firstly, they're all really sexy. But secondly, she has a lot of very diverse Sims. She has, oh my God, this loading thing is ruining the video. For Christ's sake, why would they fix the gallery? It's been 8 years. I mean, they haven't fixed the game itself for 8 years. So anyway, that's another story for another time. I'm digressing. All of her Sims have a very unique look to them. And I can see she definitely uses a lot of similar presets on all of the Sims. But when it comes down to it, they are all really diverse. Mario, hello there, sir. You are fit as His hair has disappeared because I actually do not own the Snowy Escape pack and he had a Snowy Escape haircut. But the great thing about the gallery in terms of cast is that it doesn't matter too much if you don't own all the packs, because obviously with build mode, if you don't own all of the packs, then you can't really use the build. But with the gallery, it's actually pretty much fine. And the best thing about Alexia, by the way, is that she actually does outfits for every single category. And that is something that I can very much appreciate. She also often does Sims for specific packs. So these are Sims made for the Cottage Living pack. Most of their clothing is from Cottage Living, although these guys' trousers are not from Cottage Living. Although I personally am not against the trousers being off. But yeah, I just think she's a really amazing creator and she does a lot of stuff from a lot of different backgrounds and ethnicities and things. And best of all, she actually does a lot of really cool occult Sims. Like these look absolutely amazing. Same with these, they literally look like demons, sexy demons. Maybe it is a sex demon. She even does things like she's got a household with a servo robot. I think she's a really creative creator and I'd definitely check her out. So the next cast creator I really like is Somewhsome. So they do a lot of Sims which are a lot more, I'd say, realistic looking. They do a lot of celebrities, interesting enough. Here we have Florence and the Machine. But what I like is all of these Sims are really different looking. And again, there's a lot of diversity there. So I think you could do anything with them. Oh, I thought that said Pretty Patel. It's just Priya Patel, okay. Hate to make this video political, so I won't go there. But what I like is that she gives some of them a special description, like Devon Secret Agents, or she's got Freelancer Crafter Yolanda. So like, if you really like to create a Sim, but you're not very good at knowing what to do in the Sims, you kind of get a hint in terms of like what you can actually do with the Sims. And all of these Sims are extremely Maxis Match base game looking, yet they weirdly look a lot better than the default townies, which is definitely a good thing. So I cannot recommend this creator enough. So next up, we're going to be looking at some houses or build buy lots. The first creator I want to look at is Ruthless KKK. She does a lot of very amazing builds, and the best thing is her gallery isn't overwhelmingly swamped. She actually has a relatively small amount of stuff on the gallery compared to a lot of people, and the majority of her stuff is actually very old. By the way, guys, as a tip, if you're the kind of person who doesn't own many packs, go on a creator that you like and just scroll to the bottom, and the majority of it will be base game because it would have been stuff when The Sims 4 was first released without any packs. And one thing that I do really like about a lot of her builds is that they're not like overly cluttered. They're cluttered in a way that looks really nice, and you'd like feel like you could actually probably redecorate it a bit yourself very easily. Most of her builds are decorated in a way that just feels natural and fine for gameplay. She also has quite a few starter homes on her gallery as well. And as I said, the majority of them don't actually use that many packs. And the thing about packs is, even if it is something that has a pack, usually EA is quite good at substituting these items anyway, so it doesn't like always get in the way. Like this little starter home here, I think is absolutely perfect as a starter home. It's a lot better than what EA could do. Plus, it is very simple and it looks very cute. Like this would look great in the Cottage Living world, for example. She also does sometimes really creative ones, like she's made the Bridgerton house, which is really cool. But as you can see, she doesn't really use a lot lot of stuff compared to a lot of other creators. I know for most people right now, the gallery is an absolute mess because you just can't sort by packs that you do not own. And I honestly just think it is so frustrating. But this is one creator I honestly love for just not using too many packs. And all of the houses are incredible. I mean, look at this. This is literally incredibly beautiful. This is inspired by, I think, Belle's house from Beauty and the Beast. Guys, I'm telling you now, like, I'm editing out all of the bits where the gallery's loading, but trust me when I say I'm sitting here for so long waiting for things to load. Anyway, getting angry aside, the next creator is called PipiPapiPipiPupu. Anyway, this creator reminds me of IKEA in a weird way. So this is a creator that specializes in starter homes, and more specifically, a lot of very, very modern looking starter homes. Not all of them are modern looking, but I will say the majority of them are modern, and by the way, they are all base game. The creators stopped creating in 2016, so that is why they're all base game, but there is a lot of modern stuff. I won't lie to you, this creator is definitely not the best at furnishing things, I will be honest. But what I like is that like every single room is clean. Do you see what I mean by IKEA? Like it literally looks like IKEA. But I think the great thing about a lot of these modern, more modular houses is that they're really, really easy just to change up yourself. I mean, I say the build buy is a bit off, but like it is very simplistic at the least. Like if you own like the modern kitchen set, like you could change this all up. Do you know what I mean? The creator does do a lot of fun stuff. Like here we have a gnome house, but like it's a proper house. Like you could live in this house if you wanted to. But one thing I do really appreciate about this creator is that literally every single item, like 99% of them on the gallery, are actually starter homes, and 100% of them are base game only. And because, as I said before, they are all very, very simplistic, it makes it so much easier just to change it all up yourself, because there aren't any awkward rooms or anything, because it is mostly just like a box every single one of these builds. So I really, really, really wanted to put something in there for all of that. Oh my god, this guy doesn't have his trousers on. I forgot about him. Yeah, I just really, really wanted to bring in a modern builder into the mix. I know some people like more fun looking builds, so here we have AndrewArcadeTV, who I believe is a streamer. This creator, I'm not gonna lie, is a lot more liberal with pack usage, as you can see, but I wanted to throw in something more creative. I don't own all the packs, by the way, so I'm sorry if there are objects missing. This creator actually does a lot of community lot builds, but he does some residential lots too. Again, a lot of the residential lots, I like that they're very cluttered nicely, but also they are functionable. They're not overly cluttered. I know a lot of builders in The Sims 4 love clutter. I'm not one of those people. I am a Marie Kondo. If it doesn't spark joy, it can off. And I do appreciate creators on the gallery who also have a similar mindset. In terms of some of his community lots, so here we have a nightclub. This one, obviously, you need the get together pack for, but look at this. This is absolutely amazing looking. And again, it's decorated very nicely, but it's not too overwhelming in terms of gameplay, which is something that I can really appreciate. However, this glass dance floor where you can look up from the underneath is a perv's dream and everybody else's nightmare. But I guess it's a sim, so it's all right. Here he has something called Amore Restaurant. You go inside and it's just a very romantic looking restaurant. It looks a bit Japanesey, like a modern Japanese style. And it looks functionable. I do give credit to creators when they do things that are fashionable but also functionable. Although the use of the curved wall here is sending me a little bit. Honestly, I'm not blaming the creator though. I'm blaming EA for pulling in curved walls in a way that was very, very shitty. This is why, honestly, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but this is why I just can't stand curved walls. Look at this mess. EA, sort your bloody game out. He's also made a graveyard lot for those who play the Not So Berry challenge, where you kill off your Sims and stuff, which is a very, very nice looking graveyard, I must say, with a cute little toilet dungeon. And also his gallery is not chock-a-block with tons of overwhelming things. Like this is it, just all of this. Oh, what's this? Winter Wonderland. Let me get that in my game right now, please. That is bloody amazing. As you can tell, I do like Christmas. So this is, I guess you could call like a cute little Christmas market with a karaoke thing on the stage and a little take a picture with Father Christmas booth. As I said, the creator is quite liberal with pack usage, but I haven't noticed many issues, seeing that I also do not own all of the packs myself. The next creator is called Simstruction. Oh, already I'm seeing something Christmassy. This is the creator I like to go for extremely extravagant and creative things, as you can tell. Look at this roofing. I don't know any simmer who could pull off a roof like this, I'm telling you now. well. If your hardware capabilities are not that great, it's safe to say this is probably not the creator for you. As you can see, this is extremely beautiful. It's supposed to be a renovated church, but it's listed as a bar on the gallery, which is interesting. This one is a hybrid knitting club and cafe, which will look really great in Windenburg. Very, very detailed. So the first place here literally is a knitting club, which is amazing. Like, you could literally go here and knit. It looks so cool. Second up, we have a really, really nice looking cafe over here, which is really stunning. And it's got really nice features. For example, it's got like a curtain here with a private table that you could use. And going upstairs, there's even more stuff. And then going downstairs, you can see there's this little bit that goes down here, and there's another seating area, but there's also a little secret bit. And you go down, and it is the Realm of Magic portal that you could literally walk through. There are also 2 coffins either side, and I think it's really quirky and nice. And the great thing is she actually builds a lot of things based around the worlds they're in, because I think a lot of things on the gallery look nice, but in the worlds they don't really fit the vibe, whereas she's actually builds hers around the vibe of the world usually. This one is called Shepherd's Pub. We've literally got a British pub. Never would have thought I'd seen the day. That's quite cool. She does a mixture of community lots and residential, but I would say that her community lots are probably the strongest. This right here is actually a restaurant, which literally looks incredible. Obviously, I'm looking at it in build mode right now, so you got all like the weird lights and stuff, but like if you're playing it properly, it is a really, really stunning build. This is an example of one of her more residential lots. As you can see, it is very, very detailed. I would say these are slightly more built for fashion over function, but for what it's worth, if you are looking for a creative creator who's very, very good at community lots and actually merging different pack ideas together, for example, putting a cafe in a certain world or a community space outside of eco lifestyle, then I would say Simstruction is for you. So this next creator, Thurid666, I specifically chose this creator because I know a lot of you don't own all of the packs, and this creator also seems to not use that many packs in her builds, which I can respect a lot, and she also does a lot of starter homes. The reason why is most of her builds are actually very, very old on the gallery, and she hasn't uploaded recently, and I think that's always a good thing when you don't own many of the packs. This is an example of a family starter home. As you can see, the builds are very, very simple, but they are all decorated very, very nicely. She also has a lot of homes which are built for Oasis Springs, and a lot of builders don't really go for Oasis Springs, so it's a nice change. But again, if you're looking for a creator who is very, very good at starter homes and just basic family homes, the vanilla stuff, and more specifically a creator who doesn't go crazy with all the packs yet can make really nice looking homes, then I definitely recommend checking out her stuff. I spent a lot of time finding these creators for you guys, so if you found it useful, please hit the like button. It's a small thing for you, but it makes a very big difference for me as a YouTuber. Make sure you check out the next video here. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.